What is in my bag? Right, okay, so this is what I have on me at all times for a wedding, whether it's abroad or in the UK. First things first, the bag I use is a Herschel Little America backpack. Now I think they do two sizes of this. This is the bigger one, and it's not particularly big, it just looks like a normal backpack, and that's why I like it. I'll explain how I pack it and how this all fits in there shortly. But first of all, I'll just show you what comes out of it. So I always have 3 X Pro 2 bodies on me at all times. I use 2 when I'm shooting. One usually has a 23mm and the other has the 56, which is the full frame equivalent of 35 and 85. So there's always two on me. They have the battery grips attached. I always have a spare one, which doesn't have a battery grip attached. It's just a spare in the bag, just in case. I have the 23mm, which is my workhorse lens. I use that for probably 90% of the photos I take. And that is the 35mm full frame equivalent. This is the 56mm 1.2. That is the 85mm equivalent, and that's what's usually on my second body, which is attached to me. This is the 35mm f2, which is a 50mm equivalent, full frame equivalent. It's a great little lens, that. It's a tiny little thing, easy to carry around. This is just to represent what I have on that camera, which you're watching on, which is the 16mm f1.4, I think it is. But this is just a spare lens. I don't usually take this one with me. What else we got? We got the... Now this one I only got last year, and I just got it because I got it for a bargain, basically. But this is the 55-200, which is a telephoto zoom lens. This is really just in case I need something with that extra bit of reach, where 85 isn't quite going to cut it. I've used this for destination weddings where I've been quite far back and I want to get some nice tight close shots during the ceremony and stuff. This is great for that. I don't use it every wedding, but I do quite like having it in the bag just in case I need that extra bit of reach. I always have 2 flashes on me. These are just the Yongnuo YN560-4s. These were back from my Canon days actually, and they still work with the Fuji, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have a couple of wireless receivers, or triggers, to fire the flashes off camera, just for doing some experimental stuff, and occasionally in the evenings for dancing. They're good to get some different kind of lighting effects and stuff. As I shoot Fuji, I have to carry 1 million batteries, so I have a couple of packets of these, which is just a little Velcro pouch with batteries in them. I usually carry about 12 batteries with me at a wedding, and I probably shoot through 9 on a full day, like 10 to 12 hours. But I don't let them run out. I kind of change them just before they're going to go, so I'm not missing anything, basically. Memory cards, I always have at least, well, probably 10 or 12 memory cards with me, all 64GB cards, dual slots on the X Pro 2, so I'm shooting through quite a few of those. I usually shoot between sort of 3,000 and 6,000 frames on a wedding on a sort of 10 to 12 hour day. This I carry just in case I need something super wide. I don't think I've ever actually used this at a wedding. It's the Samyang 12mm. It's just a really wide lens in case I'm stuck somewhere where I can't get like group photo or something. I need that extra bit of reach. These are the audio recorders, which I'm going to experiment with this year. Maybe recording some audio at some weddings for slideshows and stuff. I actually use those to record these videos as well. And again, this is new for this year. My Leica M6, which is something I've wanted for a really long time. I'm hoping to kind of incorporate a little bit of black and white film work into my work, at least for personal work. Maybe when I'm traveling and stuff, if not at weddings itself. But maybe we'll see how that goes. This is my bag that I have on me all the time at a wedding. This is an Ona, I'm not sure exactly what this bag is called actually, but it's an Ona bag. It's just a small bag and it fits, usually what I have in here is 2 lenses, batteries, memory cards, that kind of stuff. And then that just stays on me all the time. And I also have my MacBook Pro on me, which fits in this bag. So it does look like quite a lot of stuff, but it all fits in this backpack. And I will show you how I get it in there now. So inside the Herschel bag, I have these camera inserts that are from an old Billingham bag. That just goes in the bottom there to hold the bag rigid, and it's got a good placement for bits and pieces. So the flashes go in first. They fit into the little compartments nicely. Then the triggers and receivers go in, and the wide lens. The telephoto fits in nicely, and then I usually stack the 16mm and the 35mm together. The audio recorders fit in, and then what I do is I put the two X Pro 2s with a lens on each one inside this Ona bag, and then the Ona bag will fit nicely in the top of the Herschel bag. And the great thing about this is that I can get on a plane and stuff and no one can, it just looks like a normal backpack. It's not conspicuous at all. I just pop the Leica on top for easy access, and there's a little laptop compartment in the back for the MacBook, so that all fits in there nicely. The front pouch has got a hard drive and batteries and bits and pieces like that. That's pretty much it. Does up nice and tight, and it's not very big. It's a pretty inconspicuous camera bag. So there we go, that's what's in my bag. I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions about anything, any of the bits and pieces I've got in there, please don't hesitate to ask. Leave me a comment, drop me an email, whatever's easiest. And yeah, I'll see you next time.